In prison, a group of fresh inmates arrive. As per custom, the prison bully shows up demanding protection fees. However, one elderly man refuses, boldly saying he doesn't require protection. "I don't think I need protection from you," he says, angering the bully. The rest of the inmates, terrified, step back. But when the bully goes after another prisoner, he meets his match and is quickly beaten. "My name's Sim," says the man. That man, Jack, used to be a special forces soldier. He became a narcotics agent. Balam, the most feared drug kingpin in the region. Furious, Balam sends hitmen to Jack's home. Tragically, Jack's wife is killed in the ambush, though Jack survives. Driven by vengeance, he begins hunting Balam. But Balam is careful. His location's a mystery. Eventually, Jack finds out that damning proof against Balam, alongside corrupt cops and officials, is stored inside a bank vault. To retrieve it, Jack and his allies pose as thieves and raid the music bank. After a brutal gunfight, they manage to break into the vault and secure the evidence. But as they try to flee, they're blocked by law enforcement. In the standoff, one of Jack's team is shot and killed. Jack narrowly escapes, hiding in a large building. There, a cop recognizes his voice. Jack pulls off his mask, confirming his identity. In a desperate move, he grabs the cop, one of his wife's killers, and leaps from the building. The fall kills the officer instantly. Jack is later captured, accused of robbery and killing a policeman. What Jack doesn't know is that Balam is also locked up in the same prison. Despite his imprisonment, Balam still runs his empire, dealing drugs, smuggling people, and trafficking weapons. He remains behind bars because he believes prison is the safest place from enemies, and he continues his operations unseen. Balam lives lavishly within the prison, guarded by his own crew. Soon, Jack and several new inmates are brought in and assigned to Balam's block. As each is checked in, Officer Green stops Jack, assaults him with a baton, and scolds him for killing a fellow cop. Green warns him that prison will be rough. "You won't last long in here," he says. Jack is housed with another inmate named Silva. Seon demands protection money, but gets humiliated when Jack thrashes him and his goons. Later, Jack is taken to a hidden section of the prison where Balam speaks to him through a camera, warning him not to mess with his business, or he'll end up like his wife. Jack listens, unfazed. What Balam doesn't know is that before getting arrested, Jack had sent incriminating evidence to a trustworthy reporter named Trisha. Jack's letter urges Trisha to hand the evidence to the district attorney. That night, 3 of Balam's men sneak into Jack's cell to kill him, but Jack wakes up in time and knocks them all out without even waking Silva. Meanwhile, Trisha begins investigating the data Jack gave her, connecting the dots. After some digging, she uncovers Jack Stone's real identity. The next day, with solid proof in hand, she heads to a law office to speak with the DA. The receptionist informs her that the DA is unavailable. Instead, she recommends giving the evidence to the assistant, Mark. But Trisha doesn't trust him. She decides to wait outside the office for the DA. When DA Johnson finally exits, she rushes to him and presents the entire case. Impressed by her grit and the thoroughness of the files, he gives her his card and offers support. "Let me if I can help." Later, Trisha visits Jack in prison, assuring him that she's using the files he sent her. Jack tells her to stay careful and that she's doing the right thing. Not long after, an older inmate named William approaches Jack and warns him of the danger in challenging Balam. Jack responds that he fears no one. He then asks for Balam's cell location. William says only a few guards know where it is. Elsewhere, in the women's facility, 2 inmates get into a heated brawl in the cafeteria. It gets so intense that guards have to break it up. One of the fighters, Alina, is taken to Balam, now wearing a black mask. When she arrives at his lavish prison setup, she sees other prisoners already there. She's told she was brought in for fighting with one of Balam's favorite inmates. Unexpectedly, Balaam offers a $100,000 reward to eliminate Jack. The female inmates, tempted by the money, ambush Jack while he's talking to William. But they underestimate Jack. With William's help, he defeats them all. Elsewhere, Balaam gets a call from D.A. Johnson. He's been informed that Tricia has strong evidence against him. Johnson also says the details are too serious to ignore. Furious, Balaam orders Johnson to silence Tricia while he plans to end Jack before day's end. Later, as Jack does laundry, several prison guards attack him, aiming to collect Balaam's bounty. Though outnumbered and beaten, Jack finds out they're just in it for money. Summoning his strength, he fights back, defeating them. As he exits, a new group of inmates surrounds him. Jack tries reasoning, telling them the bounty is too small to split. Surprisingly, they listen and walk away. Meanwhile, Tricia turns to her friend Allison, sharing all the secrets about Balaam and the evidence. After learning everything, Allison agrees to help. In the women's prison, Alina tries to make peace with Kat, Balaam's favorite. But Kat rejects her and punches her. Alina pretends to faint and is taken to the clinic. When the doctor steps out, she picks her cuffs with a paperclip, plants alcohol and pills in William's mop bucket, and grabs a key to the vent. Inside, she navigates to the security room, draws a map on her stomach, then returns to the infirmary. The next day, Tricia visits Jack again, claiming to know everything about his past. She questions him about the officer's death. Jack finally opens up. His wife was killed by Balaam's men, including that cop. Later, Jack is stunned to learn that William is actually an undercover cop. William explains he's been deep undercover for 6 months, working with Alina to expose corrupt staff and Balaam's network. Suddenly, more inmates attack them. A fierce battle breaks out, and Jack is wrongly blamed for the fight. Tricia keeps trying to meet the DA, but he's always busy. One day, Mark, the assistant, pressures her to hand over the files. She refuses and walks away. Soon after, Balaam's daughter visits. William spots this and signals Alina to act. Alina pretends to faint again, drawing a guard's attention. She and William overpower the escort, seize control of the CCTV room, and monitor prison activity. Seeing Balaam about to return to his cell, William opens Jack's door and frees him. Jack knocks out a guard, disguises himself, and guided by William and Alina, sneaks toward Balaam's quarters. Warden Blaine and his team discover the security breach and rush to the control room. Alina escapes through the air vents. William knows time is running out and unleashes all cell doors to cause chaos. Officer Green tries to flee but runs into Jack, who shoves him into an angry mob. Elsewhere, William and Alina battle more attackers. Jack confronts Sayan in Balaam's cell. During the fight, Sayan stabs Jack, but Jack overcomes the pain and defeats him, pressing forward to Balaam's hidden chamber. Outside the prison, a shocking twist. Allison, pretending to help Tricia, actually works for Johnson. She attacks Tricia, pulling a gun. But before she can shoot, Mark, an undercover FBI agent, steps in and saves Tricia. His mission? To uncover the corruption involving Johnson and others. Back inside, William disables Warden Blaine and the rest of the staff. Jack finally faces off against Balaam. Though Balaam overpowers him at first, Jack, fueled by memories of his wife, rises and turns the tide. Soon, the SWAT team storms in, ending the prison chaos. William introduces Jack and Alina, thanking them for helping bring down Balaam's empire. Jack thanks them in return, glad to have achieved his long overdue justice. The FBI arrests all the corrupt officials involved. In the final moments, William holds Jack in custody, promising a fast release. The story ends with justice prevailing and the end of a criminal reign inside and beyond the prison walls.